Baby, you're the highlight of my low life. Take a shitty day and make it alright, yeah, alright. Oh, in every circumstance, yeah, you make the difference. Baby, you're the highlight of my low life, low life. Before I get started here, I just want to say, Max, co-signed, because that was some real shit you just said. Hello, everybody. I'm here, and I've been here for a year. Hello, Cat Bomb, Nakapak, Scythe, Just in Time, Dr. Dunsparce, Alexis, LOL, Raymond, Max, Wildcard, Sweetheart, Trash Mammal, David. Chat is moving really fast. Brian, Jayblade, the guy with balloons, Donner, Jay, might have already said that, Thane, Blue Crabs, Zach the Wizard, James, a teen that likes juice, Purple, Monk, Gym Lord, Cyrus, Jackson, Cena, Max Green, Ryan, Dylan, Gameling, you're here. Yeah, it's been a year since I LARPed as a mobster. Can you even believe it? That's crazy. I myself can't believe I had the confidence to do that, considering I can't even, I barely attempted an Italian accent. It was embarrassing. Watching this while watching Bo Burnham. Oh, the new one? You're gonna, balance out the existential dread by watching me? Thank you, Blue Dragon Audio. I'm doing okay. I'll be doing a lot better once this haze goes away. Oh, thank you, Paulo Alegre. I think that's how you pronounce it, for becoming a real faker. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Can I act Neko? Yeah. Actually, hold on. I forgot to download it and put it into my thing. Where's my messages? It really is. Hold up. 'Cause I forgot to include that. I wanted to show it to you guys. Fake VTuber when. Oh, I'd never be playing a Pokemon Nuzlocke. I can't give you advice for that. I've never done that before. Never done a Nuzlocke. 69. It's been 4 months since you did one of my audios and started the storm of Neko listener audios. This is my apology. Alright, I'll accept your apology. You're crazy. I should really make a playlist for the Neko listener audios. Anyway, I gotta bring up my my thing. I gotta bring up an image. Images. The image. It's not Fakey Frog. Don't click away. I hope this actually pops up correctly. Okay, there it is. This is the artwork I commissioned of me. Yeah. I triggered your Amazon Echo. Why do you have one of those? Like, really? This is adorable. I'm just gonna leave it there for a bit. But oh, hold up. Before I leave it there for a bit, I gotta show you guys. I got this working. Confetti! Space confetti! Yeah, we did it. It's kind of a pain to chroma key that out. If fake reached 1 million subs, we call it fake a million. I know that must be a reference to something. RIP video quality. Oh, is it causing the bitrate to go down? That would explain a lot. It is... I don't know what just happened there. I think the video glitched. We'll turn that off for now. Oh, thank you, Nakapak, for becoming a real faker. That's very cool of you. There's no gravity in space. How is that confetti falling? I'm going up. I'm going up. The confetti's staying still. I'm moving up. But we'll turn that back. We'll turn it on and off periodically for very celebratory moments. So yeah. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do. So, first of all, the announcement that I'm going to make a community post for this later, but you should all know now. I'm going to be closing commissions. There it is. Takes forever for it to pop up. So, I'm going to be closing commissions, and in its place, for at least the next month or so, I'm going to be accepting script submissions for free. So if you want me to read a script, if you see a script and you're like, oh, fake should read this, or if you've written one yourself, you can email it to me or send it to me on Tumblr. I don't have a Discord. So yeah, just send it through those channels, and there is a very good chance I will read it. But if it is, like, not safe for work or otherwise inappropriate, not my jam, I will have to reject the submission, but that is just life. You're taking a chance on me. The background reminds me of that Tim Curry quote about escaping to space. What did he say? Like, the one place where something hasn't reached space. Scripts written in hyper-realistic blood. Hey, if anybody wants to do a rewrite of my Sonic.exe script and make it not suck, that you're welcome to it. You can do it. You don't even have to send it to me. You can just perform it yourself. It really, just, like, make it not suck. Who did I commission that art from? Oh, who did I commission it from? Kermalite. Kirmalight. They're on Tumblr. I am escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space. Yeah, it really depresses me that pretty soon that quote is going to become quite anachronistic or, outdated, because, yeah, they're going there. Capitalists in space. Although I did enjoy that one Twitter thread that was like, going to space isn't all that fun because you gotta exercise for, like, hours at a time so you don't lose muscle mass. Like, you can't sleep on a bed. You have to be, like, floating, and... that's not even getting into the bathroom situation. Those billionaires, they might be going to space, but they're not going to be happy up there, and they're coming right back. They don't get to escape. None of them get to escape. Okay? It's hell I'm walking into. Oh, come on. Plenty of ASMR channels are like, hey, send me your script, I'll read it. Because, they need more content. I, on the other hand, I'm a well of content. I couldn't even tell you how many scripts I've written. Over 100. And I'm not saying they're all, like, A-tier material, but, like, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Elon Musk is going to be up there for about 3 days. Yeah, he's going to puke. He's going to hate it. Can we distribute all their money since they can't come back? We should be distributing all their money, like, right now. They should try escaping to the bottom of the sea instead. Oh yeah, that always works out well. we were all anime slash Naruto characters, we wouldn't have to deal with this space thing. What? Didn't that one guy go up to the moon in that one chapter of Naruto? When he did that thing with like the... I don't remember. Last few chapters of Naruto were weird. Maybe she could do a supernatural themed video. Well, if somebody submits a supernatural themed script, then I will. I've barely watched that show. Should do the fake ASMR awards for my videos. What awards would I even give them? I expect the channel to get where it is considering the amount of meme ASMR there are. I mean, not really, but people love memes. Didn't have to do the Sage of Six Paths like that. It was weird though, right? Like, I wasn't there through the whole Ninja War arc. I was on Tumblr, everybody was talking about how the series was starting to wrap up, so I read the last few chapters as they came out. It's not like I had anything else to do. Maybe about you sounding like Raven. Tysius Entic? What? Is that a Homestuck character? I'm not doing Homestuck. How were the men on the moon able to communicate with President Reagan if they were out of a satellite's bandwidth? What? I don't know how they communicate to the moon. You're asking the wrong person. Oh, thank you, Zakinator, for becoming a real faker. You know, you do get a preview to, like, the thing I'm doing in there. The accent thing. The secret videos. What if, for example, I'd like to do a fan art of your character? Is it possible to send it through Tumblr? This is really loud. Yes, you can send it through Tumblr. I believe you can submit it through Tumblr. You don't have to have an account to submit things, I don't think, so you can do that. Or you could just email it to me, and I could post it on Tumblr. With your permission, of course. It's not really meme ASMR if she breaks the fourth wall. Isn't it, though? Have I seen any of Boruto? No. I just read the last chapter of Naruto, and I was like, nope, I'm done. I read your script. I skimmed it a bit. I was kind of waiting until we got to this point, honestly. I could do a sight reading right now. It might be, is it long? I could read a bit of it. Skip to the juicy stuff. Okay. Yeah, like... What do you consider the juicy stuff? Scritching sounds? Her accent is French kiss. Yeah, man, I'm getting right in there with the accent. I want to make a Valley Girl character. Oh, I could do that. I mean, I kind of have like a Valley Girl way of speaking a little bit. Hold up, I'm reading the script. I don't know what you want me to read here. Why is friends spelt with an I despite it not being pronounced? Because like English is a language made up of like 6 different languages all in a trench coat. Do you pronounce it as GIF or GIF? I guess that answers your question. It's pronounced GIF. Trying to find a good bit to read here. Yeah, I do tease you a lot, but that's kind of our thing, you know? It's our little back and forth. If you were ever uncomfortable with something I said, I would hope you would tell me. You would tell me, right? Buddy, don't tell me I've been bothering you this whole time. That's good. I'm glad that you're having fun with it too. But, like, seriously, you attack yourself way too often for me to be okay with it. There. I read a bit of it. That's sight reading, yo. It's called being a professional. Ever repeat a word so much that you question its contents? All the time, because I'll keep messing up a line and have to keep re-saying it over and over again and be like, oh, what does this mean? You make your own Vampire Mistress Part 4. I'm sorry, but I would have to reject that. I know people want Part 4, but the character does not belong to me, so it has to come from Playlist. If Playlist makes the decision to, like, hand the script off to, like, the character to someone else, and she's like, this person can write the rest of it for me, that's her decision, but we can't do this without her permission. Got into Danganronpa because of you, so thank you very much. Oh man, when's it coming out on Switch anyway? I want to buy the board game spin-off, which is just like an expanded version of the board game from the third game? I don't know. I mean, everybody always wanted a slice of life Danganronpa game, so yeah, we got it. Nobody's gonna get murdered. Everything's fine. Nagito, like, he can be okay. The first person I became a member of. Thank you for joining the cult. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, all the secret videos, of all the secrecy, and the emotes, of which I have many. Alright, goodbye. Have a good dinner, Anthony. Now you're interested in Danganronpa. Yeah. Danganronpa. Sorry, that was unlike me. Fakey Frog's the only reason you stay subbed. Yes. Yes, of course. Of course. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna reveal the merch. The merchity merch. The merch. I don't even have the page open. I gotta go get it. Hold up. We gotta go to the spring for teas. The Teespring. Or just Spring. They rebranded. It's dumb. It's like, yeah, I know they don't just sell t-shirts, but, like, how generic is the name Spring? Don't tell them I said that, though. They'll probably kick me off the platform. Of course, they're the ones who, like, emailed me and were like, hey, do you want to sell, like, digital things here with us? And I was just like, yeah, okay. And then I made the Monster Girls audio package. Danganronpa, you're on trial roleplay? I don't know, I feel like that'd be kind of hard. There's a lot of voices going on in Danganronpa. The release date is December 3rd. Oh, nice. Christmas present. Hold up. The listings aren't public at the moment. I have to edit them. It's going to take a minute. I sound fake. Well, I should. Here's some confetti. I don't know if the problem is because I'm running 2 media sources at once. OBS can't really handle it, but yeah. There's some confetti. Anyway. First time I listened to one of your ASMR ones were the vampire ones. At the end you made a comment about the whole thing being a reference to something that caught me so off guard. Yeah. I know, like, a lot of role players, they don't have, like, little comments or, like, behind the scenes things at the end of their audios, but I like to do that, just for fun. Make an audio with 10 characters and don't even change your voice for any of them. Keep us confused. Yeah, girl, give us nothing. Or the faking fakes content? Yeah, I copyright claimed him into the ground. That was a fun stream. It was also mentally exhausting. Anyway, edit details? How do I do this? I only have 3 things you can buy. I know it's not a lot, but I'm not a designer, so I did what I could. Where is it? Where's the thing there where I decide? Edit the listing. Where's the thing where I make it public? This is gonna take me a minute. This is very complicated. Life is complicated. A bit sad the Centipede Girl didn't have one. Wow. I can't believe you still remember that. Yeah, but that was a case of the original writer not liking what I said in it. It wasn't really like a comment on the quality of the script, but they did take it as an insult, so yeah, I had to get rid of it. Oh well. Okay, visibility. Let's turn these on. There we go. Gotta make them public through settings. If it had been possible for me to schedule for when they would go live, that would have been better, but whatever. I gotta do it manually, like a friggin' pleb. Anyway, yeah, that should do it. What did I say? Well, on the off chance that they aren't listening to this, I said, well, one of the script notes was a kiss and then kiss deeper. And I made a crack at the end. I was like, oh man, how am I supposed to kiss deeper? I'm barely managing this. And they took it as though I was giving notes on the content of the script. And no, I was just saying that I fucking suck at making kissing sound effects. But they really took it the wrong way. But hey, it's their script. Yeah, so. No hate. I just, we don't really vibe. Anyway, to the store. So yeah, it's all very similar, like basic designs, but I don't know. Just in case you happen to want a shirt that says fake on it, here, I'll put a link in the chat. I hope that works. Hopefully the auto mod doesn't block my own links, but whatever. So, yeah, I guess I could bring it up on the screen to show you guys. I'll just explain myself here. Accidentally posted it twice. Shit. I did not mean to do that. That's irritating. Anyway, yeah, I'll just try to bring this up. There we go. Cool. So, let me try to explain myself desperately. So, yeah, that shows the back if you hover over it. There's nothing on the back. I thought going the fake real route was a bit too much for my first merch attempt. So we've got the fake t-shirt, the fake tank top, we've got the faker shirt, and yeah, they also come in like men and women sizes, so you can buy whichever one you want. Yeah, so we got fake, faker, and this one, the fake sweatshirt, is a recreation of the sweater that my sister made for me. I think she gave me that for like my birthday. I don't remember. Yeah, she had that sweater made for me, so I thought I would recreate it and sell it to you guys. She has, as you can see, much better taste in both fonts and like just outfit type in general than me. It's only available in black because I don't think it would look good in any other color, so yeah. The only other colors, like, they had like moss green colors and stuff. I'm like, no, it's just gonna be black. I know it's summer, so whatever. But I thought it looked really nice. My sister has a better eye for design than I do, so. Anyway, let's go back to space. If I can figure out how to do that. Yeah. Back to space. With the confetti. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah. Confetti. Actually, I thought you put up a black sweater with a blue striped shirt. Oh, that'd be interesting, but I don't think it's possible to do one of those. The design is only like, it's just like a square on the front of the shirt. You can't really do it on the side. I'm doing good, Javimation Studios. How am I surviving without a spacesuit? I'm magic. Did you miss the Q&A? Well, people have just been sporadically asking questions, so I guess you can just ask your question if you want to. Oh, you've got to disappear. Aw, man. Alright, goodbye, vibing and dying. Oh, Max, you bought a shirt. Thank you. Which one did you buy? Do you want to be fake? Or do you want to be a faker? Women's clothings feel nicer. I suppose. I don't know. I guess it depends on the material. I will say a lot of women's clothing have a bit softer material than men's and unisex clothing do. But yeah. And in general, if you can get it in the right material, I think unisex clothes are more comfy because they're not as tightly fitted. Fake heather gray. Yeah. I like the fact that it hugs your body. Alright, different preferences. Have I ever had a pet? I had a dog. His name was Tigger. We had to get rid of him though because we couldn't look after him. We were really irresponsible as kids. I had a fish named Goldie who he lived for a really long time, but then he died after we moved. The move was really hard on him. And yeah, besides that, it's all just been fish that are all dead now. Lots of dead fish. It's been some of my favorite audios that I did. I don't know. Like, I have a really bad memory. So, like, I can look back on an audio and just be like, oh, that turned out well, but I don't remember my feelings about it. Would you mind if someone asked what your sexuality is? I wouldn't mind, but I don't have a clear answer for you. Like, sexuality is fluid, I believe. There's a spectrum of all that, and I don't know where I lie on it. There have been times I think girls are pretty. I've never dated one, so how would I know? Alright, good night, Javimation Studios. I'm sorry you have night shift too. Am I looking for a pet? I want to get a hamster or a mouse. I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm gonna name it Gundam, probably. What did I study? Computer programming. I was terrible at it. Yet for some reason, in my first year, I was on the honor roll. I was. And then, or whatever the college equivalent of honor roll is. And then the next 3 years were just terrible, rancid, awful. I don't know what happened. ASMR where the listener is a dead fish. Me mourning Beth Lake after she jumped out of the fishbowl. Actually, it was a guy fish. Yeah. I'll be the first to admit, we were really stupid. We shouldn't have kept that fish in a fishbowl, because you're supposed to keep them in like a tank. Which we did. We had a tank, but I don't know what happened to it by the time we got Beth Lake. The reason why we called him Beth Lake was because, and this is pretty fucked up, you really shouldn't do this to betta fish, there were betta fish that were the centerpiece of each table at a woman named Beth Lake's wedding. And my parents were allowed to bring the fish home with them, but really, that was just a bad idea in general. You really shouldn't do that to betta fish. Like, 1, don't keep them in a fishbowl. 2, don't use them as centerpieces in your wedding. I'll admit, I know more now than I did then. We really shouldn't have treated Beth Lake that way. Beth Lake the fish. And yeah. He jumped out of the bowl. He died. And that's all there is to it. It was really sad. We buried him in the garden. He didn't even get the classic fish toilet death. We buried him because it was just that sad. How are the glasses being held up? Don't tell me there's human ears behind there. Oh shit, that's a good question. I don't know. I didn't think about it. Like, I'd spend so much time thinking if we could, but like, yeah, I just wanted a picture of me being a Neko with the cat pose, with the nya pose. You know, like, nya. Yeah, poor Beth Lake. R.I.P. Beth Lake. Did you fire off some guns to pay respect? I don't know. I might have thrown a dart at a dartboard. You're allowed to have 2 sets of ears. Yeah, but it's creepy. Actually, you know what? In that Neko Para spinoff, they smartly had all the guys having hair long enough to cover where human ears might be. Chose the betta fish, I chose the sigma fish. Oh, that's the dumbest thing. Like, first they were just like, yeah, alphas and betas, and then they were like, oh, but now they're sigmas. Like, shut up. You're just picking other Greek letters or words or whatever the hell they are. Like, get out of here. What's your most embarrassing story that's happened to you? I don't know. I choose to forget anything embarrassing that's ever happened to me. I literally cannot handle embarrassment. Makes me die. It shortens my lifespan a great amount. You wish you gave your fish a Viking funeral? No, I don't wish we set him on fire. Why would I do that? Can you speak German for a German script I made? Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Have you heard me speak German? I've done it before. It was terrible. I can't do that. And I'm gonna say it right now. If you submit a script to me, I'm only reading it if it's English. I can't do other languages. More interested in... Oh yeah, that's so weird when when like Neko people like in anime they wear headphones, but it's over where their regular ears would be. Oh man. You know, if I recall correctly, this is going to be a really obscure reference here. In Lunatics Unleashed, I remember when I was a kid, I was a huge fan of that show, and there was an episode where one of the characters, who was a bunny, I think it was the bunny girl, she had headphones, and they were like earbuds, and they were going into her rabbit ears. And I was like, wow, they did that shit. But, yeah. I remember finding an old website that was like specifically dedicated to analyzing like every second of that show, and I remember them specifically mentioning the headphone bit because they were like, "This show takes place, I don't know, 1,000 years in the future," and he was like, "Are MP3 players still the same then?" You remember that show? I love that show. That show was my shit when I was a kid. Like, I admit, it was stupid. It was just like, take the Looney Tunes, put them in an action show. But I loved it. I thought it was great. I know if I went to watch it again, I probably wouldn't like it, but I thought it was really good. Yeah, do your headphones or be a sort of case that could mechanically stretch like normal headsets do, and there's a speaker inside of it. Huh. That sounds confusing. Oh, goodbye, Dr. Dunsparce. Goodbye. Thank you. Mouse part. Oh yeah, I was looking through my old scripts so I could do the necromancer. You control cats. No, the clumsy necromancer. I'm doing a remaster of that. Real fakers already know this. But I found some of my old scripts that I never finished, and one of them was a mouse girl. And I was just thinking, yeah, like, it's fun looking back on old scripts I've never finished, because that's like a purer perspective. That was when I didn't give a shit about what I was writing as long as I wrote it. Do I have any other channels? We have Real ASMR, but I have not uploaded there in a long time. I don't even know. I have like 300 subscribers, and I don't know why. Like, I keep forgetting to do stuff there. It's just to practice my male voice. I kind of want to do another one where I'm like, okay, I swear, there's like a giant bug that keeps hitting my window. It's making weird noises. But anyway, I was thinking of doing one where it would be, the listener would like catch me practicing speaking Japanese. This would be on Real ASMR. It'd be like kind of an improv thing, and yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Zach. Yeah, it'd be like I'd be getting embarrassed about coming off as a weeb because I'm trying to speak Japanese. I'm sorry, no, the links don't show up in chat. That's blocked. Only I can do that. And mods, I guess. Anyway, I do get a bit embarrassed to like tell people that I'm trying to learn Japanese because they're just like, oh, you're just like a weeaboo. But I just want to watch anime without reading subtitles. Good lord. I should mod you. Yeah, I guess I should. I mean, Fishy doesn't really show up anymore, so I guess we do need a new mod. Here, Max, you're a mod now. Use this power responsibly. Jump into a different universe, have a nice celebration. Alright. Goodbye, Nakapak. Hey, did you post the link? The link isn't showing up still. Oh, damn. I don't think even mods can post it. Maybe I need to refresh the page. How does learning Japanese make you a weeaboo? I don't know, because it means you're, like, obsessed with their culture. Because, like, being a weeaboo means you're obsessed with Japanese culture. I'm sorry, Max. I don't think you can post links. Have I played the new God of War? No, I've never played a God of War game. Japanese is a beautiful language. It is, but it's really difficult. Honestly, just like they've been breaking out all these big ass kanji, and I'm just like, I can't read this. Chinese is better. Doesn't Chinese have even more characters? I remember there's like this Vocaloid song called 1-2 Fan Club where it's these kids that are trying to learn Chinese because they're big fans of Chinese culture. What would that be called? Oh, sweet. The classic fake link. I'll do that. I'm gonna look at it right now. See, that checks out. That's how you get past an auto mod. Let me see this. Uh-huh. I'll be honest, I don't totally get it, but okay. I'm getting alerts on my phone. Oh yeah, I started I don't remember who it was. Somebody suggested that I should start playing Obey Me, that dating sim gacha game. It's okay. I'm okay with it so far, but I gotta be real with you. These boys, the demon boys at least, their uniforms are so ugly. Like, are they ugly on purpose to encourage people to get new outfits for them? Because, wow, they're ugly. Like, what is with, like, the green button-downs they're wearing? And, like, the ties in random colors, the coats that are just everywhere. It's a terrible design. They look bad. Not to mention that weird live 2D animation thing they're going with that looks super uncanny. Like, why is it like that? It's my favorite video game genre. Oh, I don't even know. If it's something I like, the genre doesn't really matter. What am I using to learn Japanese? I use Memrise and Duolingo. I'm doing both of them, dual wield. At some point you really have to, because Duolingo just... the text-to-speech thing is just exhausting, and Memrise doesn't teach you, like, all the grammar you need to know, so it's better to just do both. Fake clothes shaming right now. I'm design shaming. These guys, like, why don't they have horns? Also, like, I would assume, like, later on in the story they maybe, like, demon out and then they have more demonic forms, but these are just regular guys in bad outfits. If they're gonna be demons, like, give them, I don't know, like, sharp teeth, claws, horns, wings, something, maybe a tail, like, come on. It just don't look good. Alright. Abandon your post, Max. No, I'm kidding. Goodbye. Man, you know, the weather's been so weird lately. It's happening all over. Some of you might know what I mean. Just the haze in the sky. You can't even see the clouds. They're just... The sky's just gray. You can see the sun, the outline of the sun, but it's all just a haze. Do the demon boys at least have red eyes? Let me double check on that. No, they do not. They don't have red eyes. Maybe I am too old for dating sims. Because, like, I just look at these guys and I'm just like, I'm not really into any of these dudes. I don't know. Maybe it's like the whole I'm too old for, like, anime characters that are in high school or whatever. But even though they're in high school, they specifically say that all of these dudes are, like, thousands of years old. I don't understand. Canada is slowly sinking into Canada. Oh, slowly? Am I talking about the wildfires? No, it's just hazy. I don't... Is that what it's from? Is it from fires? Nobody told me there were any fires going on. It doesn't smell like a fire out there. I live next to a bunch of trees. It's not exactly a forest, but it's kind of a forest. None of them are on fire. What is happening? Is it like smoke coming like all the way down from like another town or something? I think they took the coward's way out when designing demons. Yeah, if they're gonna be a monster boy, at least make them monstrous. Grown too fine a taste, you can't tolerate mediocre husbando trash anymore. Listen, I don't know if anyone here is a fan of Obey Me, but I'm about to ruin your day, because, like, I can get behind some, like, really basic characters, because, like, it's simple. It's not using demon stuff to be dark and gritty like Seduce Me the Otome sequel did. Just, it seems really lighthearted. It's getting an anime, at least it might already have an anime. So it's lighthearted, comedic, and all that. That's fine. It's simple. It's easy. But these are the flattest characters, like two-dimensional, just... They've all got one character trait apiece, and that's all they got. That's all they got. Maybe it'll get deeper as the story goes on. Hopefully it does, but for now, they're just... You know, they're all dudes based on the 7 deadly sins, and whatever sin they are, that's their one personality trait. That's what they are. Oh, thank you, Yummy Windows, for becoming a real faker. That's a very unique name you have. If it'll work plus watch. Okay, Max. We'll allow it. For now. There are days when, like, Sock Pens on Twitch, he'll end up streaming until, like, 4 a.m. And I'm just like, I said in his chat, Scorpy, you are the hero to night shift workers everywhere. He really is. He'll just, like, play a game and lose track of time, and then all of a sudden it'll be 4 a.m. And, like, one night it was really great, because he played until, like, 3 a.m., and then Wayne Radio TV couldn't sleep, so he ended up streaming at, like, 4 a.m. That was a great night. Conceptually, I'm supposed to like Obey Me, but I can't. Yeah, vibes. I mean, like, I'm kind of, like, I'll keep going with it for a little bit, but I'm not going to spend any money on it. When's your Nekopara Catboys Paradise Let's Play starting? I don't know. I don't think anyone here would want to see that. I've heard of that one dude. We don't speak of him. He doesn't deserve it. Although, if anyone would like to take a chance and just report the channel, just report his channel, please. Because maybe YouTube will actually fucking do something about it. He's got no reach, but having someone calling for me to get doxxed and have my channel taken down, it's a bit of a morale killer. Be quite honest about that. Just, yeah. I don't know. Would any of you dox me? I don't think you could. You could try, but kind of got that under lock and key. Good luck. Is Sloth at least chill? I don't know. I haven't met him in the story yet. I don't remember his name. He's got emo boy hair, I'm pretty sure. You started a Twitch account today. It was a pain getting it made, though. Really? It's that hard to make a new one? Ever seen those cases with the racist spamming bots in the chats? In Twitch chat? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. No one deserves to be doxxed. Yeah. Like, even if someone's an asshole, like, I don't know. There are people... This whole internet activism thing is really stupid. Like, I get it. You see somebody doing something shitty, you want to call them out, but there are people who have just been like, this person did something that is, like, illegal, and instead of, you know, turning them over to the authorities, they're just like, hey everybody, here's this person who did something illegal, and that's what they did. Like, that doesn't help anybody. That in the YouTube chats. I don't know. I've got my finger on the block button at all times. I could block any of you. I wouldn't, though. Unless you did something crazy. We get a sample of the format of your script so we can write it to your typeset. Typeset? What do you mean? Just write out what you want me to say. I don't have a typeset. I just go into Google Docs on my phone at work. I type it out. I maybe divide it by paragraphs if I really need to. And yeah. Just write it down. If I need it to be reformatted, I'll just reformat it myself. It's not a big deal. I had a hard time finding a username and a strong enough password it would accept. Now that sounds about right. There's a lot of people using Twitch. Here's this person who did something illegal. Now go do illegal things to them so they can have the moral high ground. Yeah, literally. Started doing... Where the listener is speaking. It helps tons. Oh yeah. There are people who do scripts where they'll literally write out exactly what the listener is supposed to be saying, which is interesting. It's not entirely necessary, but it does give you a better idea of like how to act, maybe. It's not entirely necessary though. I mean, listen, I don't stream on Twitch for like a number of reasons, but one of the fact is that like they ban certain games. Like even YouTube doesn't do that. They'll just demonetize you. If you're on Twitch and you play a game that like you can't play Dramatical Murder, okay? And maybe I'm outing myself by I don't really want to stream Dramatical Murder, but I was a big fan of that game once upon a time, and I don't like seeing it banned. Fuck Twitch. Danganronpa's overrated. I don't know. I think it's rated just right. Ever think that YouTube will become your full-time job? If I ever decide that yes, a Patreon is something that I want to do, probably, but I really don't want to make another Patreon. Like, I have nothing to offer anybody outside of this. I don't have any not safe for work audios I can offer. I don't have any secret ones I can offer, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. – Username is Abducted by Dragons. That's a good name. How do you submit a script again? You can email it to me. My email is available on my channel description, or you could send it to me through Tumblr, which is also available in the channel description, in the About section. Yeah. So whichever you prefer. Email, Tumblr. I don't have a Twitter. We're not using Discord. I have most of my audience here on YouTube. Yeah, that was another reason. I don't want to split up my audience. Make them go to another website entirely to watch me. Choose your own story video using unlisted videos. I've never thought of doing that, but I have heard of that. Might get a bit confusing, but it could be interesting. You know what? I really miss annotations. Because I know the only reason YouTube got rid of them was because they couldn't figure out how to make them work on mobile. Like, annotations were cool. They were just fun. I miss them. They should come back. Like, bring back annotations. Oh well. What does one get for a fake versary? Do you pretend it doesn't exist? Well, I don't exist. So, yeah. Private Discord server could be a patron perk, I suppose, I guess. I don't know what people would want to talk about there, though. And then I would feel obligated to show up and talk to people as well, and I'm bad at doing that, so, yeah. I have a Discord at some point. I did, but I didn't make it, and then it got. I feel like I've told this story a lot. Okay, so how did it go? Because I've kind of forgotten. My memory's pretty bad. But here's what happened. Someone made a Discord server for me. I don't remember who it was exactly. I think it was someone from my old channel who came over to this one. They made a Discord server for me. Thank you, WideY, for the 1 Swiss franc. I'm not gonna forget what it is. And the peach emoji, just cuz. Yeah, so there was a Discord server that they made, and a bunch of people joined, and I wasn't really active there, like, cuz I wasn't on there on like a fake ASMR Discord account. I was like kind of a ghost on there. But what happened? So I didn't check in there for a really long time. And then I came back one day after somebody messaged me and was like, I'm really sorry about all that happened. Yeah, nothing bad is gonna happen to you, something like that. And then I was like, what is going on? So I went over to the Discord server, and I'm scrolling up through all the stuff, and everybody's arguing. Someone's spamming the N-word over and over again, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And then, as it was explained to me later on, something went wrong with the moderators of the Discord channel. Everybody got pissed off, and then, in their infinite wisdom, they decided that they were going to stage a coup against me. Don't know how they would have accomplished that. They were planning to either dox me or to, what's it called? They were planning to, it was either hack my channel or, what's that thing you do when you send too many packets and like overload it so nobody can get in? What's that called? I forget the name of it. I'm totally blanking. Yeah, but they were gonna do that and overload my channel somehow. Yeah, DDoS attack. They were gonna DDoS attack my YouTube channel somehow, and yeah. And then eventually they all agreed to not do that, and the whole thing just broke apart. And yeah, that's why I don't have a Discord server. The whole thing was insane. Yeah, I don't think it's possible either. I don't think it would be possible for them to DDoS attack my YouTube channel. It was either that or they were planning to hack into it or something. So, yeah. They didn't succeed. That being that they all collectively decided this would be a really bad idea, so let's not do that. Yeah. And then no more Discord server. We don't do that anymore. You let people run wild on the internet, this is the kind of shit that happens. It's funny they threaten you with that, though. They didn't threaten me, though. Like, nobody added me and was like, fake ASMR, we're fucking coming for you. This was like a thing they decided in their own little ecosystem, because they knew that I wasn't on Discord. Like, as far as they knew, I wasn't there, but they just decided on their own, they were upset with the moderators of a Discord server that I didn't make, but was made for me, and they thought, let's go fuck with fake. Oh, it was awful. Did I do anything? I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have control of the server, and whoever did abandon ship, I'm pretty sure that server is also abandoned now. I don't know. I left it. And, yeah. So I didn't end up having to do anything. They just kind of all agreed that, yeah, that'd be a terrible idea. Is it for attention? I have no idea. They were just pissed off. Listen, trying to explain why people on the internet do anything is an exercise in futility. There's just no reason for it. They were just mad. Why do I have cat ears? Because I commissioned this artwork. Duh. Also, confetti! Space confetti. Okay, turn the confetti off. Psychology was imbalanced, then the internet attacked. Yeah, jury's still out on whether or not the internet has been a net positive for humanity. Why were they angry at me? Because the mod did something that they didn't like. That's the only reason. And through that course, I think one person did find out what my old channel was. They found out who I was. They were sworn to secrecy, but that person also had a swastika in their username. So I was pretty unhappy about that. Like, when you do something like that, it's not a joke, okay? I don't care how edgy and 4chan you are. You know what you're doing, okay? You put a swastika somewhere, you know what you're fucking doing. Don't be a shithead. That guy was being a shithead. Just check, the server still exists, but there's 2 active members and every day another person leaves. Good. That whole thing was a mistake. And I really don't want to badmouth the person who created it, because she created it just because she was like, yeah, I'll make you a Discord server, it'll be fun. And yeah, that was pretty nice of her. It turned out really bad. Chill, maybe he was just a Buddhist. Fuck off. Like, seriously. Fuck off. They're like, oh, it's an ancient Buddhist symbol, but like, okay, you're kidding. Thank you. Like, I get it. That existed as a symbol before the Nazis did what they did. They ruined what is ostensibly, like, if the Nazis didn't fuck with it, that would still be, like, a pretty decent symbol. Like, it's got the lines and everything. It looks relatively nice. But They ruined it. They ruined it. So you can't use it anymore. Even if you're trying to say, like, oh, it's an ancient symbol. No, just get it out of here. It still means something. Maybe in 1,000 years, 1,000 years from now, people will be using that symbol again, and they'll just be like, yeah, this is really nice. And they'll be like, yeah, it was the symbol of like a fascist regime, but that was 1,000 years ago. Who cares anymore? It's just a symbol for good luck. That would be really nice if that could happen. But at the same time, that would mean that everybody forgot about the atrocities that occurred under that symbol, so maybe that would also be really bad. So, let's not do that. It's very accurate how actual coups go, and that most people drop off because they realize, wow, this will probably go badly. Yeah, man. It didn't go well in Les Miserables, and they made a musical out of that, so... Pissed off Discord mod threatens you with the TDOS ASMR. I did do a hacker girl ASMR. That was fun. Have you tried vodka in the bushes? Not in the bushes, but I've had vodka like in mixed drinks. It makes them taste worse, so I don't do that a lot. Someone always has to mess things up for everyone. Yeah. Happens all the time. All it takes is one. You gotta be careful with your actions. Ever played Ghost of Tsushima? No, isn't that game like really hard? I didn't play it. Fake but drunk. I was thinking of getting one of my drinks out. I have 2 left. They've been there for like a month. I was thinking of getting one of them out, but I have to work tonight, so you know. I don't drink on work days. I don't drink that much in general. Computer virus screws with your computer. I do have a glitch gremlin girl. Think about that. Where's my World War II musical? Wasn't that in The Producers? Thank you, Pan Heroes. My avatar is cute. No, that's Sekiro. Okay, my bad. Confusing Japanese games. Just get really drunk and write a script, then voice it to see what kind of monstrosity you can create. I don't know. I've never been drunk before. I've gotten like buzzed before, but that sounds expensive. I'd have to drink a lot. Like, do you have any idea how much a bottle of vodka costs? It's like $30. And it doesn't even taste good. And if I wanted to get like the mixed drinks that would taste decent so I could like at least enjoy myself, that would still be stupid expensive. Getting drunk is really expensive. It's also like irresponsible. I feel like I'd make a lot of bad decisions. Where do I live? Canada. Getting drunk isn't worth the headache the day after. I already get enough headaches. Get you a 10 bottle. I don't know. The only place you can buy this stuff, well, technically, I think the only place you can buy vodka, at least, is LCBO. Let's see how much they're selling it for. They sell online. Let's see how much it is. Because I swear to God, like, yep, Absolute Zubrowska, both bottles are $30. Of course, that's Canadian, but that's still a sizable chunk of change just for a drink. They're pricey. Don't eat and just drink. You're asking a lot of me. I do a lot of eating. Fake sings karaoke. I don't think I could get away with that. They'd probably block the stream for copyright infringement. Playing Yakuza? I've never played a Yakuza game. Getting drunk is not as much as it's cracked up to be. Well, yeah. I mean, like, well, I've never been drunk, so I guess I couldn't say, but I don't remember what I was gonna say about it. Like, it just doesn't seem incredibly fun, because every time I've had, like, a little bit too much alcohol, like, past getting a little bit buzzed, I just get really tired. I get sleepy. Drank so much I threw up once. Wow, feel bad for you. That was top 3 worst days. Wow, you're keeping a list of them? I just suppress them and pretend they never happened. So then being offered alcohol when you turn 18 is whack. Well, the legal drinking age here is 19, which is, you know, not amazing, but is what it is. I will say on my 19th birthday, I was the youngest person in that casino. Because I didn't want to drink when I turned 19. I wanted to gamble. I lost $100. I've never been back. Gambling isn't all that much fun. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Grass is always greener. Drunk isn't that cool. You get sick as hell. You're too messed up to even walk properly. Yeah. You're the only Russian in your family. How does that work? Are you adopted? The time I got drunk bad off tequila and I was hungover for the entire day after. Oof. The only cure for that is hash browns, right? That was casually explained. Legal drinking age here was 16. We moved it to 18 the year I turned 16. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. 21 in the US is the worst. Okay, listen. I went to Las Vegas when I was 14, and I know I wouldn't have been able to gamble anyway, but looking at all those machines, I was like, really? I gotta wait to be 21 to get in on this? Oof, gross. Sorry, that surgery sounds really bad. I'm sorry, Max. I've never had anything removed besides teeth. I'd like to get my uterus removed, though. I really hate it. I hate it so much. Like, there are things that I hate, but I don't think there's anything I hate more than my own uterus. It's awful. It's fucking rancid. I want it to be gone. I want to turn it into a uterus. Throw it into the sun. I hate it. They put you on lots of morphine. Well, that's good. You can remove a uterus? Well, if you got enough knives. But I mean, yeah, like, it's called a hysterectomy. They just get rid of it. But, you know, it's next to impossible for someone my age to get sterilized. They're all like, oh, what if you meet someone who wants kids? The person I meet should have no bearing on my future. If they want kids, then they're not the right person for me. Thank you, Mr. Awesome. Thank you. I only get drunk on Dr. Pepper. I only get drunk on root beer. Haven't had root beer in a real long time. People say I drive better drunk because they feel more confident in driving. Yes, but those people are idiots. Also, anyone who has ever said that, like, they drive really well when they're high, too, shut the fuck up. You're still intoxicated. Don't drive when you have any sort of drugs in your system. You gotta drive sober. If you're driving under the influence of anything, that's a bad move. Don't do it. If you do that, you're a fool. A fool. Can't you donate your uterus to who? Who am I gonna donate it to? They can't do uterine transplants, can they? The technology's not there yet, is it? I mean, if they can, some other woman is welcome to it. I don't want it. My uterus is probably bad. We got a history of that in my family. It's probably got cysts. I don't know for sure, but I probably got cis. It's probably bad. Donate it to the uterus store. Oh yeah, man. Imagine if there was like a Goodwill for human organs. That'd be crazy. You donate uteruses, then trans surgeries would be so much better. Oh, yeah, that's also it. Like, the technology isn't there to, like, transplant a uterus into a trans woman, but I hope they get there. You know, if the technology is there at the point where I get mine removed, any trans woman is welcome to it, unless it's, like, bad. Because, like, my uterus could be bad. Oh, there is a procedure for that. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. Any trans girls out there, they want my uterus. They can have it. I don't want it. Human organ store follow the same rule as Spencer's. Don't go into the back. Imagine being a UPS driver and delivering an organ to someone's door. It's gotta be in a freezer, though. My bloodline dies with me, that's what I already know. Yeah, the most badass way to tell people you're child-free. My bloodline dies with me. Tell the black market. Alright, fine. That's hard to get into, though. I get drunk and suddenly wake up in someone else's house. I would never go to someone else's house. I feel like even drunk me would just be like, I'm going home. I'm not staying over here. Donating your organs on the black market for a Nintendo Switch. Or that Steam Deck thing. Which is already being scalped to hell. Sucks. But I wouldn't buy it anyway because the controller layout looks bad. Like, why are the thumbsticks so high up? Like, who decided that was a good idea? My dad wants grandkids. Well, that ain't happening. Yeah, facts. I don't care that you're hot or you're my best friend. I'm going home. Bone marrow sells for a lot. Yeah. That's, you, like, donate that to people, right? Like, I think you get money for donating your bone marrow. Coming out as trans to parents and just being told to bear in mind fertility in the future. Man, I hate that. When people are more concerned about, like, a fictional child than they are concerned about, like, someone's well-being. Like, this happens all the time. There are women who have, like, cysts in their uterus. They're, like, precancerous. They're in really bad shape, and they're just like, get this uterus out of me. I don't want kids anyway, and this is actively harming me. And they're just like, no, we'll just get rid of the cysts so you can keep your uterus in case you want to have kids in the future. And it's just like, no. The person you want to preserve doesn't exist. Just help the woman that's in pain. Healthcare for women sucks. It really does. Is there a certain age when you can tell your parents you don't want kids and they believe you? 40? I think my parents believe me. They've still got my sister. Like, she might have a kid. She'll probably have a kid. Probably. Yeah. So my parents, they don't really bug me about having kids. I remember one time when I was really young, my parents were like, we need to, like, protect the environment so that the world will be safe for your future kids. And I was like, but I don't want to have kids. And they were like, okay, but your sister might want kids, so you should protect it for her kids. And I was just like, okay, I feel accepted by that. Have these people never heard of adoption? Ooh, that's another can of worms, isn't it? Like, people that are just like, you can't adopt, it won't really be your kid, it's not as good. That's, like, another form of bigotry. Like, seriously. Like, if you're gonna look after a kid who has, like, lost their parents, or, like, they don't have anyone to look after them, and you adopt them, and, like, you become their parents, like, that's a good thing. And I don't understand why people have such a problem with it. There are people, like, they go through IVF because they're desperate to have their own kids, but they don't even consider adoption because they're just like, it wouldn't be mine. But, if your parents want you to have grandkids, just remind them what a fucking disappointment you are. Yeah. I think after my diagnosis, that ship sailed. They were like, okay, she can't have kids. This is gonna be really bad. Birth control would be free and without side effects if men could get pregnant. You're right. You're absolutely right. It would be. It absolutely would be. And they've attempted making male birth control, but, like, I don't know. They don't have a good one yet, which is unfortunate. Get men that birth control. Get it for them. Problem is, can you really love a kid you didn't make as much? Yes. I really hope you're joking. What? Like, I can't create, like, a pet hamster, but if I had a pet hamster, I would love it. Like, what do you mean as much? That's a terrible thing to say. Some people can't or just don't want to. You know what? Fine. If someone feels that, like, they couldn't love a child they adopted, then they shouldn't adopt, but still shitty. Now, thank you, Jotaro Kujo, with the, Kira icon. Random. You wish that shit like Nekos and Yanderes existed. Yanderes, no. Nekos? I want cat boys. Yes. A kid you raise is a kid you raise. Yeah. Like, I don't know. This may come across as controversial, but I think all birth control should be free. I think all abortion should be free. Because if you're going to bring a child into this world, that child should be wanted. I don't want there to be any kids in the world who aren't wanted by their parents. Like, you know? You get punched hard in the balls hard enough you can die? Really? That's fucking crazy. It's better to shoot blanks than to shoot sharp ammo at someone with a bulletproof vest. Yes. Having kids is like sci-fi for me. Yeah, man. Like, well, we're getting to the point where, like, wages are so stagnant and people are barely surviving on their own that a lot of people just straight up aren't having kids. Like, even people who want kids, who, like, there are people out there who would be probably really great parents and really want to have kids, but they don't because they can't afford to. Like, they don't have the space to look after a kid. They don't have the funds to look after a kid. Like, even if they did, they'd be working constantly, so they wouldn't have time to look after a kid. Like, the whole state of existence is terrible right now. Eat the rich, yeah. Yeah. Somebody friggin' murk Jeff Bezos and get his money. Oh, okay. Like, we all know it's not that simple. When they say seize the means of production, it's a slow road, okay? Like, just like taking somebody down, that's not going to get the wealth redistributed. And by the way, YouTube, just in case you're thinking of banning my channel for saying that, the whole Merc Jeff Bezos thing was a joke, okay? You can get banned for saying people should get murked, okay? Like, planet is ruined. It's the rich's fault. It really is. corporations. Trans people wait times for a first appointment can be up to 5 years. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. That's not covered by insurance. That's bullshit. Seriously. There are like other avenues for estrogen. Like you can just like order estrogen pills online if you're M to F, and yeah. People are all like, "Oh, isn't that dangerous?" But you know, if people aren't getting the health care they need, they will turn to other options. And sometimes that comes in the form of ordering estrogen pills online. Godspeed. YouTube has already sent a re-education team to your location. Fake. I'm gonna be honest, and I hope I don't get banned for saying this. When Bezos goes to space, I hope he dies up there. Just dying at the foot of his own hubris. That really would be wonderful. But then again, he's got other people on that spaceship with him, like actual like smart people who are astronauts, I guess. I hope they make it back okay, but just jettison him out of the airlock. Do the world a favor. That was a joke, by the way. I'm not literally calling for his death. If YouTube bans you, have enough subs that if all of us rioted at YouTube headquarters, they'd need the military to stop you. Yeah, right. Most of you don't even live in the US. Well, most of you do, but whatever. Capitalism works better than communism. It does. I mean, communism only works on paper. I'm thinking my ideal system, not to be too political after everything I've said, my ideal system would be like a combination of capitalism and socialism. You know, like corporations can keep doing like stuff. Corporations can continue to exist, but you know, they should be paying higher taxes. So should billionaires. And you know what? I'd be down with a universal basic income. Like, hasn't it been proven that when people like are assured that they're going to be able to survive with a universal basic income, that they become more creative and if you want more people to be scientists and save the world, more people need more money. Monopolies need to be broken. Yeah, like capitalism is fine, but unregulated capitalism is really, really bad. Yeah, capitalism can be good if it's backed up by some other system, like socialism. Seriously. Just like realize that the base of your society are regular humans and support those regular humans. But, you know, listen, I won't get into the details because I'm not that smart and I don't understand how it all works, but I know what they're doing right now ain't working. YouTube tries to hunt you down, part 1. YouTube kidnaps you and restrains you, part 2. YouTube lets you go because they got the wrong person, final. Oh man, like YouTube kidnaps you to deal with your copyright violations. That might be fun. I still gotta finish the YouTuber Yandere series, but later, after I do all the scripts that are submitted. There might not be that many, but whatever. Strictly policing of the uber rich in terms of tax dodging would solve a lot of problems. Yeah, maybe make it so that the super rich can't hide all their wealth in tax havens, please? Maybe, like, close the loopholes? Fix that, perhaps? Someone arrest my cat. He just murdered bird number 4. Why are you letting your cat run around outside? Keep your cats indoors. They live longer. Or was there, like, a bird in your house that, like, the cat was like, you're in my territory, bitch. Time to die. Market socialism, where the means of production belong to the people and there is no system of boss and worker, just the second category. Anarcho-syndicalism. Oh, man. Maybe I'm not smart enough for all this. All systems end up with a few assholes at the top with different titles. Yeah, and that's the problem with communism. Like, yeah, you could say that everyone's equal, but the people that work in the government are more equal. That's how it goes, right? They get more money. I'm in favor of fake running for president. I can't. I'm Canadian. There's a lot of economic systems. Yeah, there are. And I don't know. I feel like maybe my sister understands this better. I'm pretty sure she learned political science in university. Maybe. Yeah, I was never really sure what she was studying. It all sounded really complicated. Cat screams when she isn't outside. We've tried to cat-proof the yard. Sucks. I mean, there's that whole catio thing, but that might be kind of difficult to do. Still, though, cats are responsible for a great decline in bird populations. They are very effective bird murderers, and they're driving a lot of birds to extinction just by being out there. So if you can, keep your cats inside. Doesn't Canada have a president? No, we have a prime minister, because we're cool like that. I don't really know, like, what it really means. A minister sounds like a religious thing, but a prime minister, I don't know, like, I don't know why we call him that. A governor general. What does the governor general even do? Like, she just approves laws, doesn't she? I remember one time they had the governor general on an episode of Corner Gas and they blew up a barn. That was great. There's a parasite that makes you love cats. I've already got it. The prime minister is appointed by the legislature, where a president is voted directly from the people. My ass. What about the electoral college? They're not directly voted. But then, yeah, that does make sense. When we do the elections, we just have to vote for, like, who is it? Like, the representative of whichever area we live in for whichever party? Oh my god, I don't remember. When was the last election? I don't remember if I voted. I think they had it at Sears before it was abandoned. Do you think Canadians interrogate people by waterboarding them with maple syrup? No, that'd probably be a bad idea. Be expensive. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $50. Currently at work, so I can't hang out, but I just want to stop by and say, happy fake anniversary. P.S. Cooteray script is coming soon. Awesome. Looking forward to it, dude. I'm sorry you're at work, though. That's very unfortunate. You vote even less directly for Prime Minister in Canada. Yeah. England government is fucked up. Everything just wants money and power and doesn't care about anyone else. Tories. Oh, is that like your conservatives? Yeah. EC is a confusing mess. It's hard to explain. Oh. Well, that does sound confusing. Maple is too thick. It really is. You can't, like, splash a bucket of maple syrup on someone. Unless you really heat it up, in which case that's a different form of torture. That's like being tarred and feathered, but with maple. I'll admit, I don't know the intricacies of various torture techniques. I do know that torture doesn't work, though. It will never get you the answer that you want. It just comes out like lard. Haha, lard. That's so funny. It's just a word. It's just like fat, right? But it's lard. Hello, Biohazard Shade. Yes, it's been a year. Hold on, let me get the confetti. Confetti! Yeah! I'm gonna try to leave it there for a while, but I don't know if it'll overload the system. That might be a problem. The Queen could probably stage a coup against the UK government and we probably wouldn't even oppose it. Is that true? I mean, no one likes the royal family anymore. Q&A, how are you? I'm okay. I just wish the haze would leave so I could see the sun again. Came in here to hear that y'all are talking about torture. We're talking about politics. Always a bad idea for YouTube. Really couldn't help myself, though. Torturing people gets you the info that you want. Just what you want to hear, not the truth. Right. That's what I mean. Thank you, Biohazard. I commissioned this Neko pic of me going, yeah, because it's cute. We're going full politics. Here's the big question. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? There's no right answer. That is correct. I don't like pineapple, so I don't put it on pizza. Like, if you like pineapple, I don't see why it would be a problem to put it on pizza, but I don't like pineapple, so I won't put it on pizza. I mean, if it were socially acceptable for me to put chocolate-covered raisins on pizza, I'd probably do that. But you can't order that from any pizza place. If you think I have disgusting tastes, just watch the original Ninja Turtles cartoon, because they were putting some insane shit on pizza. Ice cream, garlic, gummy worms, the works. It was awful. James Rolfe actually did like a pizza party video where he and a bunch of friends tried out various pizza types that were ordered on that show, and they were just like, this is disgusting. What's my favorite pizza topping? Oh, I don't know. I usually just go for like ground beef and onions. But sometimes, I don't know, they mess up the onions and they're all weird and they don't taste right. Onions on pizza are a bit of a gamble, but it's a gamble I keep taking. Wait, did the confetti run out? Huh. I don't know, I just downloaded this graphic from YouTube. Maybe it only lasts a few seconds. Am I short? I'm between 4'8" and 6'3". How do I feel about ranch on pizza? Well, I don't like ranch, so I'm not gonna do that.
That's so cool.
Well, thank you, Emmanuel Mackenzie, for becoming a real faker. Thank you very much. You get to watch the secret video, the secret preview of me with the accent. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Listen, I know the Clumsy Necromancer remaster is gonna take a while to get done, but it's gonna be worth it. Yesterday when I was trying to record, I started recording and then I realized someone was playing really loud music nearby and I had to scrap the whole thing. I was only recording for like 5 minutes, but it was still a huge upset. I was like, really? Because no, that never happens. I can never hear what anybody's doing in other apartments at any time, except for when I'm recording. My ears are too good. Thank you, Difficult Hail. It's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Once had someone order quadruple sauce in their pizza. What? At that point, you would just drench it in sauce. What? Was there even room for cheese? Not gonna lie, your videos inspire me to make semi-ironic ASMR, and while that's a blight on society, I'm still grateful. What, like you think you're a blight on society? I made Sonic.exe ASMR, and I'm still considering going back and remastering that, because it sounds terrible. Like, you can clearly hear where I cut the audio off because I didn't denoise it. There's popping sounds everywhere. It's rancid. Like, I know it's a shitpost, but it sounds terrible, and I want it to sound better. I want my shitposts to be quality shitposts. I don't know what oatmeal is. Oh, it's just, cereal made of oats. I only ever really ate it when I was camping in Algonquin Park, Lake, whatever it was. It was like a 7-day long camping trip. We portaged and canoed around the park. It's all just lakes and tiny islands with campsites on them. Wouldn't do it again, but yeah. Thank you, Biohazard. I am the ultimate blight. Biohazard's not a blight, though. Because, like, you make audios that are, like, good. Like, you put effort in. You have, like, real thumbnails and, like, artwork and shit. I'm just over here. I'm just, like, pick crew, whatever font I can find. Plain background color. That's it. I'm done. I could do this every day. You can make a religion out of this. If you tell Pizza Hut you want no toppings and extra cheese, they'll give you like 4 times extra cheese. Wow. Does the no toppings include sauce? Because I would like a bit of sauce on my pizza, to be quite honest. Opinion on the Owl House. I've never seen it. I kind of want to, but I'm not like super into it. Got a pizza with oysters on it once. Dude, Red Lobster seafood pizza? Disgusting. Terrible idea. Don't order it. Of course, you probably can't, because, like, as if there's any Red Lobsters left. Or if there are, they're probably closed. Anybody remember Nun Pizza with left beef? That was great. Someone made a necklace out of it. Want to join my cheese cult? I do like cheese, but only specific kinds of cheese, so no. Like, as soon as you get the Havarti and, like, smoked stuff out, I'm out. I only like yellow cheese, pretty much. I'm glad to have inspired you, Biohazard. Just, I don't know, like, you've taken the inspiration and done what I can never do. Done a good job. Have you ever tried fruit pizza? No, isn't that a Brazilian thing? Or banana pizza is Swedish, isn't it? I don't know. I don't mind mixing sweet and savory. Fruit isn't the first thing I think of when I think of things that want to go on pizza. Fake ASMR is best ASMR. Is it, though? It's not even real. Yeah, I don't know how cheese became a thing. That's like lost to history, right? Like, nobody knows who invented cheese. Just like we don't know who invented wine. It's just one of those things. We don't know who first decided, like, yeah, we should start, like, drinking milk from cows. That sounds awesome. Imported cheese from Puerto Rico. Wow. That's wild. A lot of pizza talk. Oh man, now you're making me hungry for pizza. I don't even know if I have any. I've got my leftover Biticus soup. There's only one bowl left. Oh, thank you, Biohazard. You're very sweet. Sausage and pepperoni, the classics. I'm not a huge fan of pepperoni. Like, when I was a kid, I would just like go straight cheese, and if there was pepperoni, I'd pick it off because I just didn't like it. I can deal with pepperoni, but I'm not going to specifically order it if I'm just ordering pizza for myself. I don't need it. Like, ground beef and sausage is better. Have ever played D&D? No, but I've witnessed others play it. I don't understand it at all. What's that noise? I just heard something. Weird. Okay. Auditory hallucinations again. Cheese was invented on the Silk Road. It was milk stored in a goat or sheep's stomach, which the microbes in caused the process. Oh, right. Microbes. I think I remember something like that. Like in Little House on the Prairie when they were making cheese and then the girls, like, they played catch with a blown up, like, goat bladder, I think. It was weird. Anybody ever read those books? Looking back on them, they're really problematic. But, you know, that's just history. Have to pick between them, I'll pick sausage. Yeah. Cringy pizza shirts that 10-year-olds would wear? What cringy pizza shirts? Well, is it say no to drugs, say yes to pizza? Because I had a Ninja Turtles poster that said that. Pretty sure it's in the garbage now. I hate too much pepperoni. That stuff gets greasy. It really does. It really does get super greasy. I mean, pizza itself is already super greasy, but it doesn't need help, you know? I want to see something that it didn't age well. Tintin and the Asterisk comics age like milk. Really? I never read either of them, but I thought Tintin was just about a kid going on adventures and Asterisk was just like Vikings. Did they have blackface in them? I bet they had blackface in them. That always seems to be the case. Like, you look at old comics from like the pre-60s and like out of nowhere, blackface. Like, what the hell? Thank you, Grim Reaper. Wow, the Grim Reaper is congratulating me. Thank you. TMNT is something that a junkie would invent. Yeah, and the original comics were like way darker, but then it was a kid's cartoon, which was a really bad move because the characters with blades on their weapons never get to use the blades unless they're fighting robots. Like, Leonardo's got a katana and he never cuts anyone up that's like a person because he can't. It's a kid's show. Why give him that? Tintin did have blackface, called it, yeah. That checks out. Control-Delete DVD exclusive bonus video. Oh my god, I can't believe that guy sold DVDs. Getting married is just pre-ordering a MILF/DILF. Nice. Well, unless you don't have kids. Oh, thank you, Josh Chasin, I think. Chasin? Thank you for the $10. History where men went to war and worked in the coal lines all day. History is whatever. I don't get it, but yeah. History's whack. Very depressing. Listen, I know for a fact I never would have survived the 1800s. I couldn't wear a corset. Like, I know corsets aren't like tight-laced cages for women's body like they're depicted a lot in media, but just having a thing around my body all the time, it would be so uncomfortable. Want to see the giant turtles slice people up like it's nothing. There needs to be like an M-rated Ninja Turtles reboot or something. Just... they've all got weapons on them. Like, yeah, the bow staff and the nunchucks aren't particularly violent, but like, one dude's got a sword, the other guy's got like sais or whatever they're called, and yeah, they should be stabbing people. Get their asses. Yeah, TMNT, just bad jokes and pizza. I loved the 2003 series. It was so good. I want to go back and watch it again. There's like that fucked up episode where Baxter Stockman tried to create like a new body for himself, and it just started falling apart and rotting. That was so messed up. Also, Same as It Never Was, which was an episode that left an entire generation of TMNT fans so scarred that there are people still actively making fan art and fan fiction of that one episode. It was wild. TMNT just has fighting game logic where a sword is closer to a baseball bat. Yeah, or they just use it to cut like ropes of somebody who's been kidnapped. Jamming a SpongeBob at 6 in the morning when I was younger. Yeah. Just watching the SpongeBob movie on repeat. It's so good. Thank you, playlist. I am very adorable. I'm doing the nya pose. I'm just gonna leave it up there. You can't stop me. Body and gender swap episodes in cartoons would awaken so many trans kids to a fantasy. Yeah, man. Like that Fairly Odd Parents episode where Timmy becomes a girl. Well, a lot of eggs were cracked that day. Wish they would put the whole 2003 series on DVD. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember James Rolfe making a video about that, how like the entire like the chronologically confused thing that he does, where there are entire series that have just like never been re-released in any official capacity. I know you can find them online, but like what if you want them in like Blu-ray quality? Batman vs. TMNT is brutal. Is that the comic? I haven't seen that. Did they make a movie out of it? I've just seen that one comic panel where Batman's like, and that was how my parents died, Raphael. My parents would see what I spent money on. I'm not ready to have that discussion with my therapist yet. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not gonna blame you for that. How long am I gonna be streaming? I don't know. Probably for maybe another 10 minutes. I'm starting to get hungry. I don't want my stomach to growl. Because it does that a lot when I'm recording, and I'll just be like, quiet, we have to finish this. Oh, so it did have a movie. Okay. Have I watched Good Omens? Not yet, but I pretty much know exactly what happens because I followed a lot of Tumblr accounts that were big fans of it. Yeah. Just, I know that Ineffable Husbands is the ship name. They're very cute. Just like, you know, classic ship, demon and angel vibes. I wonder why they haven't put the whole show on DVD. Yeah, I mean, it was a good show. Got kind of crazy with, like, the Utroms or whatever the hell they were called, the alien guys that were basically just Krang. Was that from the original comics? Oh geez, remember the ride to 20K. Yeah, it happened so fast. You know what, I was surprised. I really didn't think we were going to get to 40K by the time I hit 1 year, but we did. When Fake's body fights you when recording, yeah, well, my throat is always fighting me. It's just like, no, you cannot say this word. It is just going to come out as a series of. That's what it sounds like. Just like when my voice goes like into the fry, it's just like, yeah, no one's going to be able to understand this word because it is just lost in the back of your throat. Doesn't Donatello die in the comics? Jesus, really? Harsh. Maybe. I never read the comics, to be quite honest. I'm not sure. Oh well. I remember when I was a kid watching a Teletoon or YTV or whatever it was, and they were like, they were playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, you know, the one from the 90s, I think. And I was like, wait, they made a Ninja Turtles movie? And I tuned in, and I wasn't expecting it to be live action. And I was just like, what is this? And I looked in the info, and it's just like, yeah, from the 90s. And I was like, what? They made a TMNT movie in the 90s? Because I didn't know about the original cartoon. Warhammer 40k ASMR for 40k subs. If somebody writes that script, I'll read it. My grandmother loves the 1989 series and the movies. Wow, awesome. "2013 TMNT, there's a Mad Max episode." Huh. Yeah, you know, when the series started going CG, I was into it for a little while, but then I guess I grew out of it or something. It just didn't really grab me. Is that no description about script reading for free? For this month and maybe a little bit longer, I'm taking script submissions for free. That's what I'm doing. Commissions are closed. We doing script submissions now, and it's all free. Thank you, Animal, I'm not going to say that, Lowly, for the PLN 25. Grats on anniversary. Looking forward for another year of chill streams and ASMR. Thank you so much. PLN. I feel like I should remember what that is. I'm going to forget again. The CG wasn't bad. Well, I'm not saying it looked bad. The story didn't really grab me. I didn't like that April was also a teenager. I mean, April's meant to be like their link to the real world. And I don't know. If she's a teenager, then I like her better when she's a reporter. She knows what's going on in the city. Phallis review of the next mutation? No, I haven't. I haven't watched Phallis in a really long time. He's still going? Have I ever played the arcade game of TMNT? Maybe once, when I was a kid. I found it in like an arcade in a ice rink. They closed that down though. Sucks. There's no more arcades. TMNT was violent in their first comic books, then they became kid-friendly. Yeah, I know. Like, they should do a gritty reboot with, like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, actively murdering people. Like, bad guys. They can kill, but, like, make them kill bad guys. That's fine. Do you find vocal fries sometimes a problem when recording? All the time. Like, when I'm trying to do, like, a high-pitched kind of voice, like, maybe, like, a sweeter kind of dere type girl, I'll just be, like, you know, I'll be talking up high like this, and it's, like, it sounds really nice, and then I try to say a specific word, and then it goes all fried, and that's not how excited, happy girls should sound. I don't know why my voice is like this. I've never been a smoker. I remember when I, like, was a teenager, I used to get really insecure about how high-pitched my voice was. Maybe I subconsciously lowered it. I don't know. man, Turtles in Time, classic. TMNT script written by Playlist just to cause maximum pain. I'll read it. I would absolutely read it. Sometimes your voice just doesn't want to listen to you. Yeah, like, whenever I try to enunciate, like, not enunciate, like, do the inflection for the end of a question, like, sometimes my voice will go up and it'll just be like, I'll say something like, what are you doing? And, like, it'll just, like, my voice will go up and waver and it doesn't sound right, and I don't like that. I have to redo so many questions. Ugh, Jesus, what's going on? Why the fuck? Spam text. Never should have given them my number. I wanted the discount, though. Wish you could sound more like me. Grass is always greener, am I right? Sound like you can do Raven from Teen Titans. Can you try to do an impression, please? I did a roleplay of her. I did that. When did I do that? I don't remember when I did that, but I did that. That is what happened. I can't do it on the fly. Also, my impression wasn't all that good, so whatever. You want to sound like me? I don't understand that. I don't know. There are days when I'm just like, I'm never satisfied with my voice, because sometimes I'm like, I wish I could do like a higher pitched voice without the vocal fry getting in the way, and other times I'm like, I wish I could make my voice deeper so I could do male role plays, and I wish I could be both. I really can't, though. Currently trying to grow long hair. It's gotten to the awkward phase. Oh, fighting the hair cutoff police. Yeah. Your families always have like opinions on the hair thing, you know? Still waiting on Dolphin Girl waifu. Keep waiting, playlist. I did the Raven ASMR a month ago. Time doesn't feel real anymore. At least, I don't know if that's ever since I've started working full time it doesn't feel real, or if it's just because of the pandemic, but I am unwell. When's it gonna be over, huh? When's it gonna be over? Is it ever gonna be over? Or are people gonna keep fucking traveling even though they're sick? I'm gonna lose it. Love the Raven RP. I'm glad. I admit I didn't do all that much research into it or like do a great job of mimicking her, but I was just like, fan fiction land. They're inducting a new member into the Teen Titans. She's there. Why not? Should I speak using your chest? Yeah, I know that. I'm just bad at it. Time is an illusion. There's only sugar and sleep. Lots of sugar for me. I gotta stop eating so much of it. Waiting on that tsundere femme Shrek ASMR RP. Man, listen, you've heard me try to do an Italian accent. You want to see me try to do a Scottish accent? No, thank you. Even Mike Myers wasn't that good at it. Weekends feel so short. Yeah. Especially since I have to keep reorganizing my time to be awake during the day when I work night shift. Any shitpost scripts you want written this month? You know my flavor of shitposts. Just do whatever you want. Chances are I'll read it. You send it to me, I might just read it. That might just happen. A Khajiit roleplay sometime? Maybe not, because that sounds kind of racist. I'm not hating on anyone who likes Elder Scrolls, but the Khajiit race with like the accents and all that, It feels a bit racist, I'm gonna be quite honest. Why can't our voices easily change from male to female? Ugh, man, the dream. Maybe one day when, like, voice modification technology, like, gets better on the consumer level, it'll be easier, but for now, like, if you try to deepen your voice using, like, machines and stuff, using filters, it never comes out right. Won't do Homestuck ASMR? Probably not. I don't know anything about Homestuck. I read the beginning of it and I gave up. It was really confusing. It's fictional though. Yeah, but it's still like it's still clearly based on real life races, so it feels a bit racist. Fakes fans discover her Discord account and she left her mic on and recorded the chaos that happened after. Consumer voice technology is fantastic, assuming you want to sound like an early sci-fi robot. Yeah, that about sums it up. Anyone have experience about Disneyland? I wouldn't be going to Disneyland if I were you, but I've been there. I went there in December of 2019 before it all went bad, and I can tell you straight up, it's really busy, and unless, like, you really just got to go there for the atmosphere, because there's honestly not that many rides. There's just long lines. And yeah, personally, if you're more of a fan of rides, just go to like Six Flags or something. Ever get into Genshin Impact? I want to get into Genshin Impact, but they won't release it on Switch. Like, if I'm going to play it, I'm not going to be sitting down at my PC to do it or doing it on my phone. Because it's just going to... my phone's just going to die, like, immediately. I can't handle that. I want it to be on Switch. Put Genshin Impact on Switch. And I suppose the next obvious answer is to buy a Steam Deck, but I'm not going to do that. Like, I could get my hands on one. Minecraft was made by Hatsune Miku and Wilbur Soot. I don't know who that is, but okay. It just really sucks, that whole thing with Notch. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, he sold off Minecraft, got a bunch of money, and just shitposts on Twitter all day, living the dream. But, you know, you can go back and read old Tumblr posts by him, and, like, I don't know what happened. I remember him having a post where he was like, it doesn't really matter what gender you are, like, Minecraft is, like, accepting of, like, whichever gender you are, it really doesn't matter. And then, all of a sudden, he just turned into a massive fascist for no reason. I don't get it. Maybe that's just what happens when you get rich. Petition for Genshin Impact to be on Switch. I bet there's already, like, 12. Minecraft Alex, listen. I've never played Minecraft. I played it once. You want to know where I played it? In the Stanley Parable. I played it in the Stanley Parable. That's a spoiler. Oh, good night, Healy. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Jeb is the real Minecraft creator. Ron Candy in his mansion walls made his brain bad. Ooh. You never played Minecraft either. Yeah, seriously. I've never played Minecraft. I remember seeing other people play it, but I feel like it's one of those games that would definitely make me motion sick. Is there a limit on how long a submission can be? I want to submit all of Funky Kong's line from... Come on. That's a bit of a cop-out. That's not really a script, but, like, just submit it. I'll look at it. There's no guarantee that I'll read it, but submit it anyway. There's no guarantees. That's the thing with it being for free. I might decide I don't want to read this, and I won't. But if I do read it, it'll be free. Thank you, Elite Fish, for the $10. Just dropping by to show my appreciation. Thanks for wholesome content. Always makes my evenings better after a hard day at work and visit to the gym. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you. Or can we submit scripts over email or to my Tumblr? You just send it to me. You can message me on Tumblr. I've got my DMs open. Minecraft is a fun game. Well, yeah, I mean, like, sure, for building stuff, but I don't really like building stuff. Lost 11 years in Minecraft. My God. Should be work experience. Yeah, I mean, if you're creative enough with language, you can add anything to your resume. Really. Just like, say you have experience in various, like, Minecrafty situations. Just make it sound business-like. I don't know. Boomer fake teaches you how to fish. I can't do it. Every time I've been fishing, I've been scared to touch the fish to take them off the hook. They're too wiggly. I don't like their scales. I don't want to touch fish. I really don't. That's my handle. It's fake ASMR. There's a link to it in the description, which is my commissions page, which I'll have to update to say that commissions are closed. It's the hardest game I've played. Dark Souls? I played Dark Souls 2. I lasted 2 hours, and then I gave up. I don't like that game. It's not fun. People are always like, oh, get good. I'm like, I'm just here to have a good time, man. Dark Souls 2 isn't fun. Do a ninja ASMR, but that would just be silent. Played Dark Souls 2 for an hour and then returned and liked it. Oh, so you're saying I gotta give it a second try? Solaire roleplay? I don't know who that is. I can go on full 24-hour rants on Dark Souls 2. Okay, like, damn, alright. Must be divisive then. Got a question asked about the sounds you can make, but I swear it's for a script, not being a weirdo. Can you growl? Yeah, I can growl. I've growled in a script before. When I did the werewolf girl. Yeah, she transformed and I was like... I can't do it on the fly. But you know what I mean. Dark Souls 3 is what you want to play, not Dark Souls 2. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll admit I wasn't all that invested in the story. I don't know much about it, but, like, I was just like, oh, this game is like, it's... I was told it was hard, and I was like, yeah, it's hard, but I'll give it a try. It was really bad. It wasn't fun. Fake has a very scary growl. I'm a scary person. You look at me in the face and you're just like, oh my god, she might murder people. I have a terrible resting bitch face. I either look like I'm about to burst into tears or kill someone. I can't even see the sun setting now. Like, I don't get it. I should be able to see the sun, but all I can see is the light coming off of it. It's super bizarre. This haze is getting crazy. It really is surprising how you haven't scared all of us off yet. I mean, if you stayed after the Sonic.exe roleplay, I mean, congrats. You're crazier than me. When I think of fake, I think of fear. Yeah, call me Scarecrow. Goodbye, Ethan Rodriguez. Am I in Silent Hills? I've never played that game. Well, nobody's played that game. They canceled it. Oof. R.I.P. Silent Hills. They had Guillermo del Toro on for it, and they were just like, nah, fuck that. Idiots. Idiots at Konami. We're basically a cult by this stage. You couldn't leave even if you wanted to. Like my boss would like to hear a rude story of me finding the end of the fucking world just to kill a bunch of people as my work experience. Well, no. You just say like you have experience with stressful situations, perhaps. Like there's a way to spin every experience to sound more corporate. That's what you got to do. You got to figure out how to do that. At least that's what I've heard. I'm not in the market for a job at the moment. In fact, I'd really rather be unemployed so I could keep doing this more often, but that is life. Silent Hill's getting canceled literally canceled my brain cells. Yeah, they made a whole video game to advertise that video game, and then they canceled it. The fools. Konami would rather make pachinko machines than make a game with one of the greatest living filmmakers. It's so stupid. Guillermo del Toro's a genius. And Junji Ito. Wait, Junji Ito was involved? Are you fucking kidding me? That too? Oh, that's even worse. Y'all see that trailer for Uzumaki? It looks scary as shit. And I'm really glad it's in black and white, because anytime, like the Junji Ito collection, like that anime they had, you add color to his artwork, it just... No. Real bad. Really shouldn't do that. Black and white is where Junji Ito shines. Bring it on Death Stranding and Monster Energy. I never played Death Stranding. I watched like a 13-hour movie of it. That was the story video that I found. It was like 13 hours long. I watched it. I didn't understand it. Hartman can get it, and that's all I can say. I don't know how they'll be able to fit Uzumaki into 4 episodes, but I'm still mega hype. I never read the original, but I do want to watch it. I might read the original too, if I can find it. They want casino money. Yeah, but like Japan doesn't have casinos, do they? They have pachinko, which is just gambling, but you know, different. It's gambling with extra steps. A bird near my school has Junji Ito mangas, and I've yet to be able to finish one of them. Too scary? Did I ever watch Ruby? No, but I watched H Bomber guy make fun of Ruby. Cat girl racism. Really weird. Listen, yes, I know I am a pirate, but I'd really rather have a physical copy of Uzumaki if I can. Like, you know. Because, like, Junji Ito's the master of the page turn, right? So, like, you turn the page and it's like, oh, super scary. Yeah. It's not the same reading it scrolling. Ever played any of the Legend of Zelda games? I finished Breath of the Wild. Very excited about the sequel. I tried to play Majora's Mask and I gave up. That's about it. My copy at Barnes & Noble. No we don't, but we do have Indigo, so guess I'll go there. Oof. Gross. Stuff keeps falling off of my face. Content piracy is always morally correct. I mean, depends on the person. If it's like an indie creator, don't pirate it, but if it's like a big corporation, don't feel bad. It is morally sound to pirate any of Nintendo's games. We know that. Ruby went downhill. You talk about all of this for hours. Yeah. Like, seriously, it's one of those things where I wish that I ran like an internet essay, like a video essay channel, just so I could rant about things that I know a lot about for an hour at a time. YouTuber I grew up watching ended up killing himself. Yeah, ugh. Yeah, that's happened to me at least once, I think. But then it turned out afterwards that he was a pedo, so yeah. That was like I was sad at the moment, but like retroactively that made it like kind of a waste. So, yeah. Junji Ito gets too gory for me. I guess there's not so much like blood as there is just wacky body horror. It's like really crazy. Totally creepy. Never heard of a posthumous milkshake duck. Yeah, well, as much as I don't like to out myself as a former Channel Awesome fan, it was Jew Wario who did end up committing suicide. But then, what was it, like a year or so down the line, we found out that he was like messaging like explicit stuff to minors. So, yeah, not great. Jujutsu Kaisen. I kind of want to watch that, but I don't know if it's dubbed. I was watching a Talentless Nana, which they had the balls to like end season 1 in the middle of like a huge arc where they're trying to solve a murder case. So yeah, that's annoying. I don't even know if it's like greenlit for season 2. I just read the manga then. It's a good story. The anime pissed me off is all. I don't know why can't animes be 24 episodes long anymore? Why they gotta be 13? Like, or 12 episodes? Like, just do a full season. What's with this like 12 episode shit? I hate it. Listen, I do watch some anime subbed if I have to, if like I'm really interested in like seeing it and it's not dubbed, I'll watch it, but that's not my preference personally. I don't like reading while I'm trying to watch something. As the angry video game nerd once said, if I want to read, I'll get a friggin' book. Go anime as Trojan. I don't know. I probably can't tell you what site I use because that would get me in trouble. Yeah. So whatever. You know what? It's getting kind of late, and I gotta work in like 3 hours, and I still gotta eat dinner and stuff. So I should probably get going. But this has been a really great fake anniversary celebration. Just for the sake of it, one more confetti. Yeah, confetti. Hooray. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna go. Thank you to everybody who donated and to everybody who became real fakers. There were a lot of real fakers in chat today. That's really cool. And yeah. Thank you all for 1 year of fake, because we wouldn't be celebrating this if it weren't for you guys. So, yeah. This has all been wonderful. Thank you very much. So, hope you all have a lovely day, and goodbye.